Hello and welcome to Musto Invest in Cambodia. In this video today, I'll be sharing to you why you should get Cambodian citizenship, fastest citizenship that you can get in the world. The reasons why you should choose Cambodian citizenship over other citizenship programs like in the Caribbean or in Turkey. So before we start, don't forget to like the video, share it to your friends, subscribe to Musto Invest in Cambodia, hit the notification button, and feel free to contact us if you have any questions about Cambodia, or if you need any service in Cambodia. Contact us on our Instagram page or Facebook Meta page, and check out our website in the link in the description below. And let's get started. So yes, Cambodia is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and the Cambodian government is open to any nationalities to get Cambodian citizenship. As I mentioned in my previous video, to become Cambodian citizen, realistically you have three options. The first option, the easiest option, you just make a donation of around 250,000 US dollars, and then after 5 weeks you can get your Cambodian passport, the 2 family books, and local ID. But of course, remember, it has to be signed by the Cambodian king. It has to have a golden seal, and it has to be approved by the Ministry of Interior. So make sure. So we have a partnership with a local government agency, and we can do it for you. And yes, that's the easiest way for you to get Cambodian citizenship. Just 5 weeks, you can get Cambodian citizenship. The second way, you can just, as I mentioned before, invest $100,000. You can get a 10 years free visa to stay in Cambodia, so permanent residence. And then after 5 years, you can apply for Cambodian citizenship. And then the third way, if you marry a Cambodian lady, or if you marry a Cambodian man, after 3 years, you pay, there is no clear figure, and then you get Cambodian citizenship with a spouse. So I think becoming Cambodian has many benefits. The thing is, Cambodia is the next Singapore. And yes, in fact, Cambodia was a very rich country, one of the best thriving economies in the 1950s and 1960s. But after what happened with the Vietnam War and the Khmer Rouge regime that made Cambodia one of the poorest countries in the world, thanks to Pol Pot's involvement. Before that, Cambodia was even richer than Singapore. Singapore was just like a big swamp, a village. And look at Singapore right now. Singapore is one of the richest countries in the world. Singaporean passport is the most powerful passport in the world, together with Japanese passport. And Cambodia is growing so fast. While in the Caribbean islands, what about the real estate? You don't have many opportunities as much as Cambodia has. Cambodia has huge real estate opportunities. You can really make a lot of money here in Cambodia by your investment. You can resell it in 5 years, 10 years. You can get a huge return in investment. While these Caribbean islands, yes, they do offer citizenship for you as a foreigner, but the return on investment is low because they are just islands in the Caribbean. However, in contrast, Cambodia is located in Southeast Asia, the fastest growing region in the world right now. That's why there's so much more investment opportunity, high return on investment that you can get if you get Cambodian citizenship, or if you invest in Cambodia compared to the Caribbean. You are just 2 hours away from Singapore. You are just 2-3 hours from Hong Kong by flight. You are just 1 hour from Bangkok by flight. You are just 30 minutes away from Saigon, Ho Chi Minh by flight. And you're not far from Taiwan, you're not far from Japan. So Cambodia is perfect. Cambodia is a great opportunity. That's why I believe Cambodian citizenship is very important, is more valuable, and a better choice for you as an investor if you want to get a second or third passport, just because of the opportunity of owning your own land here and what you can get as a return in investment. Cambodia is developing so fast, and you as a foreigner, you have a big chance to get Cambodian citizenship in just 5 weeks. I'm sure Cambodia will grow and develop into a very rich country, and yes, the government is doing an outstanding job. They are building new highways, there are new roads, and they are making cooperation, they're making business partnerships with different countries, with different governments around the world. So Cambodia is growing very well. And real estate in Cambodia, one of the fastest growing in the world. Of course, it was hit by the pandemic, but if you had just invested 5, 10 or 15 years ago, you would get a huge return on investment. I'm talking about 5, 10x. And look at what's going on right now in the Cambodian economy. Cambodia is open, they want foreign investors. So I think if you become Cambodian citizen, you can benefit from being able to buy land, being able to have every business, everything under your name, every business, every land. So this is a huge benefit for you. And yes, talking about the 100,000 investment, it's a supermarket. And yes, there will be more projects that will be government approved if you want to apply for that Cambodia second home program. And you should definitely choose Cambodian citizenship, because being Cambodia will give you visa-free access to different countries, all Asian countries and several other in the world. And I believe Cambodia is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, with low taxes, very friendly and honest people, because Cambodian people are very honest, because it's quite important for you. Look at what's going on in Russia. You can say the EU banned Russia, and Russian people are struggling. Even if you want to take out, if you want to send money, you cannot take out more than 10,000 US dollars out of Russia. So you can imagine how hard it is for people in Russia to do business with other countries, being banned by so many Western companies and Western institutions. You can open a bank account if you have a 6 month to 12 months visa. So it's very easy and convenient for foreigners to stay here in Phnom Penh, in Cambodia. And I think having a bank account here is very important, because with what's going on in the West, what's going on with taxes in US, in Europe, and the sanctions that are being imposed in Russia, it's always good to have a second citizenship, a second passport, a second bank account. Cambodia is very welcoming and friendly to foreigners. Any service in Cambodia, feel free to contact us. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.